Hello everyone, and welcome to Bassman Studio. I'm Charles Bassman, and in this episode, in relation to what I did last time with the mermaid, we're going to paint Neptune, the god of the sea. So it should be a lot of fun. Thank you for joining me in this video, and for those who have subscribed, thank you very much. So sit back and relax, and enjoy this new video from Bassman Studio. So as usual, we start with a drawing. As you can see, I started with a very simple drawing on canvas. So no detail. Remember, as I always say, try to avoid detail as much as possible. You just want to place your main subject just where you want to place it, but don't go crazy with detail. Keep everything loose and open, as you see. And we're going to use acrylic. I could use oil, but just for the sake of speed for this lesson, we're going to use acrylic. The principles are basically the same, just the medium is different. So I have all my colors laid out. And we're going to start with the background first, just to pull out the figure. Very simple. So I've chosen this beautiful blue for a background, and we're going to go all around the figure. And remember, just keep it really loose. Don't worry about making it exactly clean at this point. You just want to fill areas in, what we call blocking in. And you can see I'm adding a darker blue for the lower part, as light would not penetrate such a lower area, so it would get darker as it goes deeper. And a beautiful light blue on the top. Just thought I'd speed it up a bit just to show you guys. And there we have a blocked-in background. Very simple. Remember, no detail, not even the shadows. And now we're going to do the flesh tone, Neptune's flesh tone. So I'm adding yellow, red, white, and just a little blue, since it's underwater, just to give it a cool look, like a watery look. So, again, you just want to keep it simple, and I'm just blocking in the head, and the cheeks and nose. And parts of the body. So you can see it's just really simple. There's no shadows yet. So you just want to go all around until you have it basically filled in as much as you can. And now we're going to add the tail part. Beautiful green that I mixed for the tail. And honestly, this is the most fun part for me, is painting the tail, because since this is out of my imagination, I could choose whatever green I want. And I always like to choose a really vibrant green. So again, don't worry about any detail or shadows. That'll come later. You just want to let go a little bit. Try to be as expressive as you can. You know, the green is your choice. It could be a light green, light yellow green, or a dark bluish green. I'm going with a light yellowish green. And for the back of the tail, I'm just making a little darker because it goes recedes in the background, basically. So this is where you can really let go and be expressive. And now we could start adding shadow, and you can see once you start adding shadow, it starts to come forward. It starts to give it life and form. But again, we're just keeping it simple as long as you can. Just keep it simple. And have fun too. Enjoy doing it. And you can choose the light source. So I'm choosing a light that comes down since it's underwater. And even his eyes, the eye sockets, you can see it starts to get much more three-dimensional that way. And the cheeks. And you could do a little bit of blending, but we're going to do that like in a second, actually. And even the beard, which is really fun to paint. So you could just let go a little bit. And remember, it's underwater, so it would just be floating around, basically. I could go on and on with the drawing of the hair, but I want to keep it as simple as I can. And here I am just filling in just a little bit more, just to be kind of neat about it. And I'm having a lot of fun with this blue since it's like such a beautiful blue. And again, just going around the hand. I mixed pretty much like what looks like a cobalt blue for the water. And now you can start blending. So I'm just blending parts of the face just to soften it a little bit. And remember, nothing is definite, so you could always go back, change things. Don't feel that you have to leave something because you painted it that way. If you don't like it, just go back and change it. And here I am putting in, softening the shadows on the tail, just to give it more of a three-dimensional quality. And you can see it starts to turn a little bit more, which is what we want. We want to give the illusion of three-dimensionality. So the best way to do that is by doing shadows and by blending. And just on the other side as well. And this is where you want it to work at this stage. You don't want to wait till you put detail for it to work. So it should start working now. And having the right brushes is essential. I'm using a very good brush, so it's easier to blend this way. You need really good materials. And even the fish. See this beautiful blue I'm just using just to bring out the fish. And since this is all out of my imagination, I could kind of let go a little bit with color. And you just want to go around giving it form. And just cleaning up any area that hasn't been painted yet. Remember, don't focus just on one area of the painting. Go all around the painting. And one of the last things actually is the eyes. So we're just going to keep it simple. I'm not going to get into too much detail with the eyes, but just the appearance of an eye and eyebrows and nostrils. Very simple with a smaller brush. and even parts of the hair. Strands of hair. So with a small brush, you could do that. So this is where you want to switch to a smaller, finer brush. Again, this is very fun to paint, so once you get into it, it's hard to stop. And the other side. So again, you want to go all around. Just don't stay on one area, just go all around. And now, one of my favorite things to paint, the scales. So I just chose a darker green just to push it forward. And it's just a repeated pattern. So you just want to let go and just put that in there very quickly. And then the background, the coral in the back. So you see I'm going all around the painting. I'm not focusing just on one area, but I'm going everywhere. And I could always go back and fix it a little bit more, but the main object is you just want to cover as much area as you can. And now I could put the highlights on Neptune's head. This is where you could really make things three-dimensional, make them pop out a little bit more. And I just chose like a little yellow with a little white. Because since yellow is the lightest color in the spectrum, it makes things pop out. And there we have it. There's our Neptune. Straight out of my imagination. Very fun to paint. So give it a try. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video from Bassman Studio. Remember, any comments or questions you may have, please leave them in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for new videos, which are coming very soon. And if you guys would like to see any video, anything that I haven't touched upon in terms of art lessons or anything about materials that you'd like to see, please let me know. And thank you again, everyone, for watching. And stay tuned for the next video from Bassman Studio, which should be coming up very soon. Have an amazing and creative day, everyone. And don't forget to brush up your skills. See you soon. Bye.